Hello everyone. We are going to do something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and this is in Magical Jungle by Joanna Bashford. I thought I could clear the camera and I didn't. I'm sorry. Okay, so we are going to be doing this parrot scene, and we are going to be doing them in our castle art pencils, or you can follow along with whatever you want to use. I took and pulled out every single green pencil that I have in castle art. All of them. That way, I'm ready to go. And I've already started up here in this corner. And I'm sure we're not going to get this all done today. But we're going to work on it. Let me see if I can get one more light going. I don't know if it helps, it doesn't help, I don't know. Okay, so I've got 3 lights, the overhead light, a lamp, trying to lighten up, because where I live in the wintertime, it's very dark in here, or in the summertime. In the wintertime, the sun hits just right where it seems to be so much lighter in here, so I don't know. But if anybody doesn't know, my name is Georgia, and I love to color. I just love it. I have so much fun. I have these little cards that I've been doing. Love never fails. And you have a whole little box of inspirational cards, and you take them out one at a time. You color them. You look at it for a while to inspire you. Then you put it in the back of your box. And I've enjoyed them so much. If anybody wants to know where I got them up at Amazon. I can look them up and find them. Just send me a little message and I will find them for you. So, I've started with this leaf up in the corner, and I think we're going to work through the birds online, and then I will finish the corners offline, because I know it takes a while to get all this really truly done. So let's work on some of the flowers down here. I went yesterday on a hunt, because since I've started all of this, I haven't checked out where I can get my Prismacolors. So I went to Hobby Lobby, I went to Michael's, and these are what I got there. I got some duplicates because I use a lot of greens. I do flowers, I do all of Joanna's. Seems like everything we do is. And then I found a site where I got them for $1.35. I paid $2.32 to $20 something a piece for these pencils, both Michael's and at Hobby Lobby. But I found a place where I got them for $1.35 a piece. They were 39% off. Let me look it up and I'll tell you exactly where I went and got these. And I ordered them, and it's of course, again, it's $8 shipping, but I think I ended up paying $1.81 by the time I got 16 pencils from them. I would have saved money if I would have gotten them all from this company. So let me tell you where I got these. I'm pulling up my email now. It's called MrArt.com. And so I ordered 16 pencils from them at $1.35, and then it was $7.48 shipping. And so it came to $29.08 for 16 pencils. But I paid $2.23 a piece for a Hobby Lobby and for Michael's. Here I got them on sale for $1.35. Is that regular price on sale? I don't know. But it is Mr. Art. Just like what we're saying, MISTER, art. And that was a really good deal. I tried on, I think it's Jet Ink. There's another one where I was getting them cheaper, but not cheaper than $1.35. But they were running out of colors. So this place filled in every color that I was missing. I got cerulean blue. I got Spanish orange. These are colors I couldn't find at either Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Moss green, Tuscan red, terracotta. I got muted turquoise, mineral orange, Mediterranean blue, light peach, jade green, and charisma red. And those are just the ones that I got from this company. So if you're interested, again, look up Mr. Art and see if you can't get them for $1.35 a piece. So they cost me $1.80 with shipping by the time I divided all those up. So I would have saved money. So I just thought maybe you would be interested in knowing that. And those are the Prisma colors. And I was thinking the other one is 2 something. Things are just getting crazy, so I just thought I'm going to stock up a little bit because I've got my greens from Castle Art. I got my greens from Prisma. I got my greens now from Polychromos, and I can order those online, but you cannot get those at my stores. The only pencils that you could buy individually at either one of those stores was the Prisma. So it's good to know where you can restock some of these. And if you go on Amazon, they're asking $5 and $6 a piece for these pencils, which is I don't know. I'm not going to say any more about that one. I guess if that's what you have to pay, that's what you have to pay. Let's get started. Stop this. I'm using Cad Green Pale 1112 if you're using Castle Art. So at the bottom, I'm just going to fill this part in. And this one I'm going to try and go from top to bottom, bottom to top. And I think the secret is to keep this line even with the line next to it. Here, let me sharpen this. These are a little harder to get the pigment down if you don't keep them sharp than the Prisma. So I was really excited yesterday that I have enough colors. I think I spent $60 altogether. 20, 40, actually 70. My poor credit card hates me. But I have my pencils now. And I can use all the green I want now. So if anybody knows someplace that's even better that you can order them from, let me know. Kind of windy and cold out. I ran to the store so I don't have to go on Saturday and Sunday, because where I live it's crazy at the stores. And this used to be a very small little place, and now it's just crazy. And they're building these huge apartment complexes, huge. Just crazy, and housing, and the little stores that we have here are going to be bombarded. I saw at Walmart, they had a whole bunch of people training them. You know how they walk around in little groups? You know what they're doing, they're training them. They're getting ready for, because one of this big L-shaped apartment, I think it's 4 stories high. And for where I live right now, that is crazy. It used to be the dog track. They used to race dogs in that whole area. And I don't know if they made dog illegal or what. But used to race greyhounds there. And in the big, huge parking lot, they always had these great big, they're not yard sales, flea markets. Oh my gosh, I'd have so much fun over there. So much fun. Am I paying attention? Am I in the camera or what? Barely. Okay. I better be looking out. I'm going to come back in and darken these. So I'm just right now doing the top and the bottom. And if you accidentally fill in your little line, you can come back. Now this is something I still need to practice on, so that's why I'm trying to practice more, is leaving a white spot, and do not come back over it. We'll see how we do here. Kind of dark and gloomy again. It's going to rain again. It's supposed to be over with. Kind of glad. I like gloomy days. I've always liked rainy days, snowy days. Rainy days much more than snowy days. But you just feel kind of, for me, I just feel kind of cozy and I don't know why I'm having a hard time seeing in my camera. I wonder if sometimes I don't have it turned all the way up on the brightest where I can see in there. That could be. I think I'm doing okay. If any of you professionals are watching me and this is not exactly what I should be doing, just give me some advice in the memos. I do not mind. And I was going to tell you these cases that I have. This one I think holds 300. Let me open it under my camera. It's a flip through. You just flip through. The white one, these are $30 a piece. The white one on Amazon is $15, half the price. They've got 13 of them left. I ordered one. Again, if anybody wants to know, let me know, and I certainly will get that in the comments for you. But so they're $15 instead of 30. So I'm like, did I pay $30 a piece for those things? I don't think so. I think they've gone up. I don't know. I'd have to go back and check. Okay. So we're going to let that one. Let's see if I have a darker. I just want to come along. This is sap green, 113. And I just barely want right here in these little, I'm just giving it a little tiny bit of extra darkness. And it just kind of deepens it. You see that? Okay, if I put my hand out here, it's because I can actually see in the camera where I'm at. See, I'm not really coloring down, just a tiny bit past the black line, just to give it some depth. Okay, and then I'm going to leave them alone, and I'm going to say they're done. Maybe right underneath this leaf. I saw the prettiest girl today at Walmart. She was an African American girl, a young girl, and she had the most beautiful, let's see, I don't know what they're called. I should know. But the weave in her hair, and it came down into this beautiful platinum with some pinks. And of course, as colors, we're like, oh, wow, that's beautiful. But and she had the most beautiful, let's say ochre, orange, yellow ochre dress on. She looked so pretty. When I passed her, I thought, How pretty. And then somehow she ended up right in front of me going out. So she was heading in the same direction. She wasn't parked far from me. And I said, hey, ma'am. And she finally turned around. She goes, me? I go, yeah. And so she kind of came back my way. And I said, I just want to tell you how beautiful you are. Your hair and your dress. And, you know, she had the biggest smile. And I could only imagine. We just have to remember, when we see something pretty, something nice, we need to say something. What does it hurt us to make somebody's day? You know? Isn't there enough craziness in the world? And now it's going to get really crazy. It's going to be unbelievable for a little while. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now I'm going to have to remember that the sap green is what I used on these vines, so I can move myself on over. Let's add a little bit of color instead of just, and this is Brilliant Yellow 09. Sap green is 113 if I didn't say. Because our birds are going to be colorful. This book is so much fun to color in. It's almost like there's just nothing to think about but beautiful greens. Greens is a calming, peaceful color. I've just been having a nice, peaceful day. I've taken a nap. I slept in a little bit, but then I was up until, I don't know, I've been staying up until midnight. It's like after midnight, then that's when I say, okay, I better go to bed. And sometimes I'll put a movie on until I relax enough to go to sleep. Or I'll watch somebody on YouTube teaching something. I turned my fan down and I turned it off. All the way off. Okay. I'm going to put sap green and Brilliant Yellow 009 and 113. I'm going to stick it on my other page. Why? Because I forget things. And then I'll find that and I'll think, what was that for? Okay, so let's do something different with this little guy and whatever I don't see anymore. So sometimes there's a ton of these. but I don't see anymore. So let's kind of make it a blue green. I'm going to do kind of half of it. Like that. And then what color shall we come alongside of it? This is a mint green 108, and this was a phthalo green light 51. And we're just going to mix these two because this is really pretty close. But look at how much, well, you might not be able to see that, but it's lighter. So it's giving it a good contrast. I guess that's what you should say, contrast. See? That looks good, huh? Okay. So now we got those leaves. And I'm thinking, I know. Let's go with a little bit darker leaf green. What is this one? Green gold. Let's put a little gold in it. So I'm going to start out, and I think I'm going to start out the other way. Let's do the green gold down here. Just doing it softly because I think that's what Castle Art pencils like. It's just over and over and over and over a lot more. Doesn't put down a lot of color right away, so you have to work them. But I mean, it's really, there's no use in pressing hard because you're going to get there anyway if you just keep going. Just takes a little longer, but you get a nice color out of them. It's a nice smooth color, right? So you can come back in here and do this again, darken it up. Darken, darken, darken. I ordered me some more, another 12 of these, and when I cut them in half, that gives me 24. But they really help my hands. They got all kinds of cushion. Just type in pencil cushions. See what you come up with. They got some that you put these two fingers in. They got, oh my gosh. They got some egg ones. One thing about these, they don't give a lot of what do you call it? I keep thinking chipping, but it's like little fragments. They really don't. darken it up a little bit right in the corners. I am pressing a little bit, so it is giving just a little bit of a, okay. Now we got these two. So since we know what we're doing, so we think we know what we're doing, we're going to go ahead and do the outline. I'm thinking, you know, this is out in the sky. There's a lot of empty spaces here. I'm thinking, what can we do to make this different? So I don't know. You got any ideas? Put it in the memos. Let me know what you're thinking. What would you add to this picture? If you're doing it, what do you want added to this picture? I'm not saying I'm going to do that, but I want some ideas. Just like my beach scene, you all know that that came from Christine. What's her name? Ching? C-H-U-N, I think is what it says. I haven't watched her for so long. Okay, I'm going to sharpen this. I don't know if I've got a darker. Because this is such a different color. What is this? Yellow ochre. Let's try this one. Yellow ochre. What I'm trying to do is just find something darker just to and probably a little bit darker brown might work. A brown color. I'd have to look through mine and see what shade. I just want to deepen it down closer to the, like right in here. I just want it to have a little more. Okay. Well, we'll just say that's good. Okay. So what do we got? We got two more on either side. Let's try this one just a little bit. This is probably going to be like hard to, I want to start down in here. And pull that color up. See how it blended? And now I want to lighten, really light right here. So when we bring in this color, is that the same color? Did I laid something down, didn't I? Shoot. Shoot. Leaf green. I don't know. Was this it? I don't think so. I think I laid something down or put something away. Oh well. It's okay. So this is leaf light green. So whether it's that color or not, I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch the video. Oh well. Let's just keep on it going. And now I'm using yellow ochre instead of the golden green. So we'll just lighten it up on the edges. We'll come back in with the golden green. Oh, yeah. Just like that. Like that. That looks pretty good. See if I can darken this up. Okay, let's go ahead and do this and this, and we'll do this, like that, and we'll try this again. We did okay. We got to figure out what kind of tropical flower colors we're going to use. Because our birds are going to be pretty and bright. Okay, that looks pretty. Okay, so we need sap green. See? It's a good thing I wrote that down. And what did I do with it? Oh, they're underneath my... And that's where all my colors was, under my book. So I need sap green, leaf green, little leaf green. Well, I used to have it. I don't have it no more. It left the house. Someone came by and took it. Well, that's crazy. There it is. I found it. It was at the bottom of the little pile of greens. Okay. So, I'm thinking, where's my little jar of colored? Those are all greens. I'm looking for, I'll have to go to my book. Maybe I don't have any colors out like that. And let's get radical. Let's go with Cad Orange and Orange Lake 16 and 17. Give them a little sharpen. And let's see, how are we going to do these? Let's start with the darker color. And let's come around. Oh, that's a soft, buttery filling one. Okay. I don't know how much difference in colors these are. Oh, there's a lot of wax in these two. We're going to just do half and half. And we're going to keep the dark side on the same side all the way around. Yep. You got to remember to look at the leads, not the color of the pencil. And I'm just making it darker and darker and darker on the edges. And this one will just come right along the side. Just like that. And if we wanted to, we could put just a dot of yellow in there. Give it just a little tiny highlight. Okay. And if you want to leave it, you can just put that little tiny bit of yellow in there. And then you won't forget to leave a little spot if you want it. Yeah, that works pretty good. Let me sharpen it. And any color yellow. This one is just lemon yellow. Okay. You hold your pencil to the back. You won't be tempted to put a ton of pressure. And with castle art, you don't have to put pressure either. You can just keep on keeping on by just using lighter colors. I'm just putting my little cushions on these. I'm going to go ahead and do this side too. Keep on keeping on. Keep telling yourself, let go, move my hand back. Quit pressing so hard, relax. Let your shoulders drop. This is what I keep telling myself. Let your shoulders drop. Don't let any intense unnecessary stress. Just let it go. Take your time. Take your time. Isn't that pretty? I like it. So I'm going to come through here. Just give it a little yellow. And I'm going to come with my darkest orange lake. And we did that on the top, so let's continue. I'm going to ignore these little lines. I'm going to pretend they're not there. That little flower turned out so pretty. It really doesn't need an outline. Okay. I'm just going to come right around, all the way around this little flower. I've done assembly work before, and there are ways of doing things to where it goes faster. Okay. Just like that. I don't think all the storms got through last night. There's still a lot of lingering, and it's supposed to be perfectly clear today. I've got a few little spots here. Make sure I get them taken care of now. Okay. Now we got this big one to do. And this little bird's saying, I want to be next. I want to be next. You will be next, Mr. Bird. I'm going to put my little yellow. And I do want to put yellow in the centers. Alright, take our dark color again. And it's on this side, okay? And sometimes I make little circles, and sometimes I just go back and forth. Just like that. But little tight spots. I like to make little circles. They both work. If you're not on a big page, it's not as much fun as making little tiny circles. But see right here, I'm just making little circles because I just want to make sure I get it all. But on a big page to make little tiny circles, you're going to be like, are you kidding me? So it's better to make little tiny stripes, like up and down, but little ones. Don't try to color the whole thing in at once. It does not make a pretty picture at all. And if you're in such a hurry, that's fine. But if you just take your time and just take it little bites at a time, you're going to find that you can get a better, solid, beautiful line. I remember doing that, thinking, I don't know, this isn't working. I don't even remember what I was doing. It was probably, I don't know. But it definitely looked like I was doing that. It was not funny. It looked awful. You have a hard time going back and trying to get it to smooth out. It just on a bigger piece, you need to do little tiny, just stay in a corner until you get that corner filled in. Yeah, it seems kind of overwhelming. That's why I don't do a lot of that. That's why I like my distressed inks and the chalks who are doing stuff like that. One of my little books that I did some watercoloring in, I got the iron out. I put 2 pieces of paper, one underneath on the bottom, and kind of like a cardstock thickness, so that, because these are wax, so you don't want to do like a super hot iron either though. But and you don't want to hold it for very long. But anyway, I just ironed with another piece of paper on the top, a piece of typing paper, computer paper now, I guess it is. Oh my gosh, they went from typing paper to computer paper. And then I just gave it a few irons. One time my iron was getting a little too hot, so I backed it off and let it cool down just a little bit. And it wasn't perfectly smooth again, but it was very nicely more flat. That's what it is. That light is too tall. And so it's like a real bright light on the back of my phone camera. Okie dokie, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I like it. So now let's do the branch. Okay, so now we need our browns. And I have some out here. Let me pull all of my browns out of here. And we can use some ochras. What else? Okay, that's a good color there. So, here's some good choices for the branch. So we want to do, this is sepia, so we might say that for the very, very tip. So this seems to be the darkest. It's not. See, look at, even though the pencil, I was looking at the pencil and I know better, you need to look at the leads. This is a reddish one. This will be perfect for the middle. This one will be much better for the bottom. Okay, because it's a darker brown, and this is raw umber. And then we got a little bit of cad orange. If we want to add a little bit of color into it. We have a light ochre. And I bet you this is a terracotta light. This sure don't look like a terracotta to me. Anyway, so I'm going to keep these pencils together because we're going to have to do the other side of this. So we're going to put sepia up there, out of our way. We don't want to accidentally pick it up. And we're going to pick up our raw umber to start with. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to start out just kind of lightly. Just about a third of the way down our branch. Like that. And get you a little bit closer. And then I'm going to start pressing here and there. Because I want it to look like, kind of like bark. Okay. And then our next brown is, and here is a cinnamon. But you can see it's not really. So I'm just going to come down into this. And then color lightly. And I'm just going to leave a little bit. Less than a fourth. Okay. And again, I'm going to press hard and light. Because these are like representing the little things in so these look almost identical, the terracotta and the yellow ochre. So we'll just use the light terracotta. Go a little bit. So you just want 3 colors, a medium, a dark, and a light. Okay, so we can put that one away, and we can come in here with our cad orange and just add a little here and there. We're not trying to do anything now. I'm going to take my sepia, and this one isn't as dark as, so you're just going to have to look at So this one might be like in any other pencil box, just a dark brown, because sepia in this one is not sepia. So now I'm just trying to make some little doodads. Okay. And then we could take, let's see if we got it out. I'm looking for a light color. Let's see. I do have the Castle Art white. So I'm just going to go right along the very, very top, which is not going to cover nothing. I'm just going to kind of use it to kind of blend a little here and a little there. That's all. It's not going to, it's definitely not a, okay. So that's what our branch is going to look like. Right there. So let's start all over. So we're going to take a raw umber again. And we're going to do the bottom. Which this is in any other color would be a light brown. A medium brown. Not. And you kind of want to find, if you can tell, whether they are more red, or more yellowy. But these colors are not dark like you would find in polychromos or in Prisma. And we're just going to come all along this little branch. Okay. And right in here, the very last part. Okay, and then we're going to switch to our cinnamon. Give it some little pecks. And we're going to come up here to where we almost cover it up. And we don't want to go real dark, because this is the middle where it's lightening up. Come down in here. And you just want it to be lighter and darker with those little specks. And what did I do with my pencil sharpener ran away. Not my pencil sharpener, my eraser. I must have stuck it in something. Well, the pencil sharpener, the electric eraser has left the house. It really has. It's in one of these jars, I'm sure. There it is. I found it. It was hiding. There we go. So we have to decide what we're going to do. are we going to do anything? Are we going to leave it? Okay, so I think we took the terracotta and just kind of went over the top a little bit. Because we want it lightest at the top because the sun's coming down from the top. And that makes it look pretty much like a branch. And then we can take our white. Let's try Prisma white. Oh yeah. And just press a little bit here and there. There we go. I've had a couple people compliment me on my hands, and now I'm kind of self-conscious. They're just old hands. I don't know what they see. But they've been worked hard. I think that turned out pretty. So now I am going to take these colors and put them up there at the top, except for we need to find our sepia. Where are you? There it is. And now we're going to just give it a little, we don't want any light spots showing down here. But anyway, thank you for the compliment about my hands. I don't know. Okay. And you could put a few more little things like that. If this is the kind of tree that you're doing. So the branch, I think, looks good. So Mr. Parrot, it's your turn. And we need to find the best colors we can find for you. So we're definitely going to use some of this orange in you. And how about some mint green? That would be pretty. And then we need a emerald green. This is Oxford green. We'll use that on something, but not on him. And let's see, what else we got over here in our little book of magic. We have Venetian red. That might work. And maybe a little purple. Aubergine 28. This is a pretty red. It's Venetian red. That was 21. And this is 17, our orange. And our mint green, 107. And our orange lake. I don't know if we're going to use all these. Emerald green. Now I want to find my some pretty, turquoise. Caribbean blue would be pretty. And I'm going to pull cobalt turquoise. So these are the colors I'm thinking that we're going to use in him. We could add something else too, I don't know. But we're going to start out with his little beak. Let's see how that looks. Okay, I'm not going to use that. This is yellow ochre. Let's try that. And what are we going to do in that little spot? Not that we have to do anything. Let's add a little brilliant yellow, and then we'll go over it. Like that. And we'll come back in with this. Like that. Okay. And now I need that. I gotta use the white, Prisma white. I just bought 2 more of these. Because around these parrots' eyes have a lot of white. Okay. But we're also going to come in with a little yellow. You see these guys in every color you can imagine. Okay, that was brilliant yellow. And take the orange lake. I'm just going to work a little bit of that in here. I'm going to go soft, 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 just to blend it a little bit. And then I'm going to take, regardless, the cerulean blue. Is it 100? I'm going to finish him off. You're going to get finished off, mister. And remember, we put the white underneath it. So the white really helps to blend your colors. It also, if you want it really brilliant, don't do that. Okay. And then I'm going to come in now and make his little eye black. And then we can come back and put his little white dot in. And let that dry a little bit and we'll give it another little coat. So now let's start having fun. So let's just do this. I don't know if I'm going to leave it like that, but I'm going to put another little color in there. How about that? Okay, that's a long new feather. Like that. Let's take this green. This is mint green, emerald green, 109. We're just going to fill that little spot like that. Okay. And then we could do down here the emerald green and leave a little spot. Like that. And come back in with that little spot and put the blue. And this blue is cerulean blue, 100 if I didn't say. Okay, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to fill in this spot with the blue. He's already getting awfully handsome. He's going to start getting cocky pretty soon. There we go. So now what shall we do? Let's come under here. No, you know, I think what we're going to do is find that lemon yellow. And we're going to put it right in here. There's usually a spot. Just like that. Okay? And now we'll take our purple and let's go here. Let's see if I can leave a little tiny space. I said I'm going to see if I can. Kind of like that. We could come in with, no, we need a light color, don't we? Let's try our yellow. We're just trying to give it a little something that'll just say I'm more than one feather here. I'm going to lay my colors down. We got lots of colors over here. Maybe we should have used a lavender, not the yellow. So I'm going to come in and take that yellow out of there. But I don't like it. Not one bit. Sometimes you take that top coat off and voila, you got a pretty color underneath. So I'm going to try with the mauve. That would be much better. Just because you start out with something doesn't mean you have to stick with it. I'm just going right along the edge here. Just like that. Okay. Go leave those two big feathers. And now I'm going to come in here and press lightly. Man, that wind sounds like it's whooping. I'm glad I went to the store. Like that. See if we can. Now back this down. Like that. That worked out better. I put the light color down. That's what I like to do. I'm going to close this one in just a little more, so it's more equal with all the other ones. What do you think? I think we had a success. All right, so now these little feathers under here. No, I don't know what I'm going to do, but we're just going to do it. And that one. And I'm thinking we're just going to tip it. Tip, 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 tip. Just the very edges. Just like that. Just like that. That'll look pretty. I'm just going back over and I'm making it deeper. I'm not trying to make it more, just a little darker. Like that. Okay. Now, he's got this head of feathers that he is proud of. So what are we going to do to make them look even better? So I think we haven't used this. It may not be dark enough. This Venetian red 21. So let's give it a little. Give it a little try here. And as we move up, we can darken the top part or the bottom part, whichever you want to do. Like, where is that? Okay, right there. So I'm just trying to make it darker, darker, darker right at the very top. And then just barely color. He's getting colorful. I think he's getting happy. Do you see him starting to smile? I see a smile coming across his little face. I do. I really do. He's one happy little bird. He says, all right, I like these colors. And we're going to fill this part in real good. Go back over this one more time, and then just come across here now that we have more space. Okay. So you can kind of tell and you kind of not tell. But it's definitely got a little highlight in it. Like that. So you can tell okay. I'll put a little bit of sharper. This is very strategic work. So up here, I'm just going to fill it in, make it dark. Go over and over and over it. And remember, we're not hanging on tight. We're just we're letting go. So even as I do this and I pull this line back and forth, I'm not hanging on tight. If you keep rolling your pencil, every so often, you will keep your point longer. With your felt tip pens, roll, just keep turning it. Keep turning it, because you will keep your tip better and straighter. And it won't look like it's all bent over. It'll bend over in time. But they're just felt. So just get in the habit of rolling your pens. I learned that in a calligraphy class. Okay. Right at the scalp of his feathers, I'm just making it dark. And if you roll it, you're going to find that little part that's got a little point to it. Even if it's starting to come down, there's usually one spot that you haven't wore down. It's a little point. So remember, we're just coloring really lightly. Then we're going to come back in. Like that. That just helps make his feathers not solid, which you could either way. And not everyone's going to be like thick enough to do that. Just like that. And you could do it the other way. You could really lightly color the whole thing and then come back in and just separate them too. Like that. And if you just go back and forth, color back and forth, and my pencil's going back and forth like that on that line. It's not, it just helps stay on the line. See? I got out of line. Because I wasn't doing what I told you to do. Or what I do. I never tell you what to do. This is just what I do. And there we go. We got that part done. Alright, let's see if we can get this bird done before we quit. Okay. He is going to be one handsome bird. So I think we're going to come back in with our yellow. And down here on his belly, let's color that in. Okay. We can put some little highlights of yellow on his feet. Okay, and then we're going to come in with the brilliant yellow. And I'm just going to come right along the side of his little yellow chest and up a little bit. Just like that. All we're doing is giving it some depth, a little bit. It always looks so pretty when you add just a little bit, and it has to just kind of soften and blend right in. See? So we're just, it's almost like a little circle we've left there. And his little feet, just give it a light coat, because when we come in with the darker, we're going to want to be able to, because these don't layer as good as they could. So let's try for his feet. Let's go with the yellow ochre now. And go back and forth across here. Give him some shadow. Leave his knuckles on there alone. Up and down in the middle. Kind of like that. And then what other color? Let's see our browns. Here's kind of a cinnamon, the cinnamon of this. Like that. Underneath. His little feet are tucked underneath. Maybe a little bit right there. Okay. Go in between his toes. You can tell you're starting to get some down when it starts making crumbs. Alright, so what is this? This is that brilliant yellow. I don't want that one. I want something. What is this? This looks like good. Terracotta again. And just dull that yellow a little bit. Okay, where's that sepia? Where are you? It's one of you two, I know it. There we go. Let's sharpen it. Right on the edge, in between the toes. Like that. A little bit. Just darkening them up a little bit. Cleaning it up. All right. We're into the fun stuff now. So what was this one? Orange Lake. I don't think we've used this on him. So let's go in here. Now these little birds can be any color you want. So I'm filling it in. And I'm not pressing hard. Okay. I'll use just a teeny bit down here. Okay. And then I need to darken it. I don't know if this will do it or not. It will. We're going to use the red we used on his head, the Venetian red. We're just going to come right underneath all of the bottom feathers. Just a little bit. And blend it in just a little bit. I want to leave it so it's just like that. I think that looks good. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to do these right in here. And let's get that turquoise, which is cerulean blue. And where's the other one? Here's one. Let's see, these two should work. And the teal green. I love teal green. So let's start with the teal green. And we're going to fill in all these little spots. Just like that. All right, now we got some things that are different going on, so let's pay attention. I've seen her do this to some other birds too. I'm just filling it in. I want it to be solid. Solid, solid, solid. Just like that. Just double check it. Make sure you get it from one end to the other. Just take your time and fill it in. Like that. Okay. Remember, if you got any questions, if you got any suggestions, just leave me a comment. I try to check them every day. And I try to answer them every day. Sometimes I miss some, so I'm still trying to understand that thing. The stuff in YouTube. I even go and look at your page to see if you're a YouTuber or if you're a... let's just do these like that. I don't want to get too crazy right back here on his back feathers. And I don't join anything on... I have two channels, my personal one and this one. So I usually will join on my other one. Because this way, when something pops up, I know it's you guys and not just a bunch of stuff, because my other one is crazy. It is crazy. I've been on here for years, so you can only imagine how many people I'm subscribed to. And I hardly ever unsubscribe. Yeah, I get to drink. I should have put me some water instead of a drink. Water always quenches your thirst so much better. This is going to be different. Then we'll make those other two. We'll color them in tomorrow. Tomorrow. It's just a day away. I know I'm pressing too hard, but I need my cushion. Okay. Making sure I got it all covered. In case I didn't say, I'll tell again, it's 100 cerulean blue is what I'm using here. And then in here, I'm going to switch back to the teal green 105. And we're going to do his feathers down here. Just like that. That just kind of brings all the colors together, huh? Like that. Okay. If there's any spots, just fill them in nicely. I don't know why, but sometimes I'll turn that thing around upside down and I'll see what I didn't do. Okay, so now we need something beautiful down here. And I think I'm thinking that emerald green. Let's start with that. That'll bring his little feathers back. And then right here. And then what should we do in here? How about some cad orange? Let's just color it all in and then we'll come back and make it highlighted. Just don't leave any spot and don't press real hard, just color it in. Just like that. That way he can go hide in the flowers. Okay. And then I think it was this one. I'm looking. The Orange Lake. Let's just go right under the bottom. His little back feathers here. Just like this. So we did that one, so we gotta go here. And we're just separating his feathers like that. I think that's all we're gonna do there. If you want to deepen it underneath his little wing here, you can do that. Just like that, see? That just kind of gives a little bit of a shadow. Nothing more, nothing less. A little dab will do ya, okay? So now we got two little feathers down here, and I think they want to be cobalt turquoise. So let's use our green, the mint green, and see where these little guys are? I hit you and I got you shaking up and down. It'll make you dizzy. Because this thing is hooked to more like the wall. Definitely not the table. we're just going to come in with our cobalt blue. And we're going to say, you are beautiful. Now look at his face. Now he's got that cocky look on his face. God no. Just like that. Okay. So now I need, let's see if this is darkest enough to do our little shading there, and it is. Shade it right underneath there. I'm going to pull that, press down hard and pull that line down. Just like that. And I know better than to touch that. I know better. Okay. I'm going to have to take an eraser. I got a little orange in there. So I'm going to finish this side, this flower. It's going to be like that one, and just the green leaves and the vine. And then we're going to come over here, and I'll probably do maybe this part down here. And then tomorrow we'll do this, the branch and the leaves and the two birds. But we've already been on, and if anybody knows what we should do with this background, let me know what you think. Oh, let's. Isn't they pretty? I think we think we did a good job. And our leaves are pretty. And we'll do a few leaves on the other side because they're just alike, but I'm going to get them all done before we come back on tomorrow. We need that little white spot in his eye, though, don't we? Sometimes the pasta doesn't, it's almost transparent. Okay. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you taking time out and choosing to watch my videos. And tell somebody today that you love them, or give them a compliment, or there's something you can find to tell somebody something. Let's start with us making the world a better place. And I don't care who they are. I don't care if we don't believe the same things. I don't care what it is. We're still human beings. Let's be kind to each other. If nobody's told you today that they love you, let me be the first one. I love you guys. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all 350 of you who watch my videos. And some of you watch them all the way through. And I thank you, because that really counts. Thank you for giving me thumbs up. That really helps. And if you leave a comment, that really helps. So it just encourages me to do more, to want to do more. And because I can either color it by myself or I can color it along with you guys. And I really like doing this with you guys. I really do. So thank you. I really appreciate it. It's changing my life and making it feel a little more like I'm sharing with somebody good things. So I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow with the rest of the other page.